Good morning, friends. This is day 12 on the 77-day video challenge. Journal MLM journal entry number 10, Tupperware for the 7th and last time. And this is part 2. So my manager all of a sudden was not with Tupperware anymore. And this must have been 8 months later, because we'd moved again. We moved into a different apartment. Here we'd moved twice in a year. And my manager came and approached me and had said that she was getting pressure from the distributors, the couple that owned the Tupperware distributorship, pressuring her to quit her job with Coke and do Tupperware full time. And she was like, "Are you crazy?" Because she worked in the corporate office and she got paid really well. And she was like, "You're not paying me enough to justify my quitting my job." And it was like they gave her an ultimatum. And so she quit. She quit Tupperware and kept her job at Coke. And then within a month or so, she was with Melaleuca. And so she contacted me to tell me what happened. And I kind of thought she was squirrely, because I've never heard this where somebody jumped ship with an MLM and went. And now she was telling me about Melaleuca. And I'd heard about Melaleuca a little bit. And I knew that you were required to buy a certain amount every month. And I didn't like that. And I told her flat out I wasn't interested, because I was focusing on Tupperware. Oh, I forgot to mention I was still in the Army Reserves. And I was trying to build a at-home business with cake decorating, because I was a chef in the Army, and I had competed in culinary arts with decorated cakes. That's what I wanted to really do. That was my passion. So I blew her off with the whole Melaleuca thing, and kind of was thinking, that's really weird that the couple that owned Tupperware made her make a choice like that. So then I was grandfathered in to who her mentor was, who was the top selling manager in the distributorship. And she'd been in a long time and did really well and knew her stuff. And I actually felt intimidated, because I don't think I would have ever gotten recruited by her on my own. I kind of felt like I wasn't good enough, because she was good. She was giving parties Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays at night. And then she was also doing lunch and learn type of parties and fundraisers during the day. So she ate, breathed, what's that? Eat, breathe, and sleep Tupperware. So, and she had a family. It's really interesting. She's the one I had mentioned in the summary, where I learned a lot about her. And then something else was going on at the same time. My husband's squadron, his best friend and his wife had been recruited into Amway by this other military member who was going after all the military people, and they were trying to get us in. And we'd heard stuff about Amway by this time, but how scammy they were, and they won't tell you the truth about what really goes on. And so we weren't going to get into it, because I was doing Tupperware. I didn't have time. And another one of the members, he was bringing us to home meetings for Prime America. So there was a couple of these military members that were targeting all the other military couples to get into their MLM. And like I said, I didn't have time. I was going to school, and I was still working the job at the catering, and then doing Tupperware. I didn't have time to go into something else. Of course, they want you to drop what you're doing and join theirs. Bring all your people with you. It's crazy what people in MLMs expect other people to do. So my husband found flyers somewhere talking about Herbalife and all this money that could be made with Herbalife. So he wanted to look into that. Okay. Then, and I don't even remember how I did this, but I got involved in Avon. And it was only to buy the products at cost. I had no plan to sell because I didn't have time. But when you buy your kit, they give you 10 books, 10 brochures. And you're required to buy the brochures every campaign, which is every 2 weeks. So I thought, I've got the books, I may as well give them out. And my sister Sybil, she was my number one Avon customer too, as well as my number one Tupperware customer. She would have a Tupperware party a month. And her neighbors would come, and she did this big thing, supporting me. And so she was my number one Avon customer as well. Plus, I was buying my stuff. I liked the jewelry. I liked makeup was okay, but I loved the perfume. I grew up with Avon. You guys heard me talk about this before. And I see now I'm reached my limit, and I'm going to stop it there. I don't want it to go to 7 minutes like the last one. So part 3 will be Sunday, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.